to see you. Welcome to your Vinci skill room.
Input accepted.
I'm your virtual
Instructor
assistant,
mode unlocked.
Leo. I'm here to help guide you through this experience. Before we get into the module, let's go over some VR basics. First, I want to show you something cool. Press and hold the X button. I highlighted it on your left controller. This is your syllabus. You can open this at any time to see the agenda for training and to check on your progress. You can close the syllabus by pressing the X button again. The first goal is done. Let's learn how to move around now. Time to do some teleporting. Look over here. You moved! Look at your syllabus to see your updated progress. Let's learn how to grab and interact with objects. Check out your right controller. See the grab button? That closes your fist. Alright, time to test out our grabbing skills on the box in front of you. Bring your... Good job! Now that the lid is grabbed, you can release the grab button at any time to let the lid go. Fantastic work. I think you're ready to try out the module. Are you ready? I'll be taking us over to the main experience. See you on the other side, and I hope you enjoy the module. You made it! Welcome to the blade manufacturing experience. First, we'll be doing a quick lesson on the various ways we produce power. See those smoky stacks over there? Those are good old fossil fuel plants, the old guardians of energy. We rely on these somewhat dirty methods to provide power and much of our modern convenience. See those structures over there? That's a wind farm under construction. Wind turbines are awesome. Producing energy with a wind turbine doesn't put chemicals in the air we breathe, or alter our atmosphere. And building and maintaining wind farms creates jobs in communities around the world. Plus, using wind energy helps us become more energy independent, so we rely less on other countries for energy. Let's take a closer look. You know what wind turbines need? Blades. See this incomplete turbine? It needs another blade to make it functional. That's where you come in. By the end of this module, you will make your very own wind blade and see it in action. Here we are at the warehouse. We'll be manufacturing the wind blades right here. This is a huge space. We might need some help getting around. Luckily, we have this VinciVR, fresh out the lab for testing. Please teleport onto the VinciVR. We'll be using this to explore the whole process. Each button on the VinciVR will light up when you need to press it. First, let's teleport to get a better view of the mold. Press the glowing button on your right in order to teleport with the VinciVR. You made it! I hope you're ready to get started. See the big green surface shaped like a wind blade? That's our blade mold. Some of the epoxy that we use to hold everything together stays on the mold even after we finish a blade. Let's apply some mold release so we can start a new blade. Press the teleport button again to move above the mold with me. Here we are above the mold. We do need some type of tool to apply the release properly. Here, grab this handy mop I've brought along. Use your grab button to pick up the mop. Alright, now drag the mop along the surface of the blade mold to apply the mold release. Awesome. Thanks for the elbow grease. I'll finish the rest. Coating status applied. Good work. Looks shiny and ready for another wind blade. Now it's time to lay up the fiberglass. Press the teleport button and we'll move on over to the front of the mold. Push forward these rolls and the fiberglass will lay itself up for us. Normally, you'd carefully place these sheets over a laser projection, but today we're just introducing you to the concepts. The fiberglass layup will now take the shape of the mold. How about that for some setup? Now it's time to put in the bones of the wind blade, the core materials. Let's move to a better location for the next section. Press the glowing button to turn on our laser projection template. As for the core materials, I'll bring it over now. The pre-cut pieces are floating above me. You can point at them with your controller to grab them. Point at the pieces you want to move and hold grab to move the segments into place. When enough of these pieces are in place, the materials will contour into a solid layer in the shape of the blade. Just like that. There's also another fiberglass layup we need to add on top of the core materials. This is called sandwich construction. I'll take care of this right now. Great work! Now, we need to do the resin vacuum infusion to combine these layers together. First, let's move back to the front of the blade mold. We first place our meshing and consumables over the mold. This meshing and tubing will allow us to chemically merge the layers together inside of a sealed bag. Let's seal the deal with our vacuum bag. Before we get to the fluid injection, let's go over each layer to better visualize how the wind blade is made. Each layer we'll be showing is a key part of the blade manufacturing process, so listen up. First is our core materials mixture that forms the exterior of the wind blade. Next, we have the fiberglass layup, which we place before and after our core materials. Of course, we have the consumables and meshing we just placed. Last, but not least, we have the vacuum bag, which we are about to fill with resin. Alrighty, that leaves us right back where we left off. There are 3 steps represented by the buttons in front of you. This button will seal the plastic bag over the blade. The next button will vacuum out all of the air from the bag. Finally, we'll press this one to fill the bag with our resin. The first step is to seal the plastic bag over the blade. Press button number 1 now. Very nice. The next step is to vacuum out the air. Press button 2 to do this. Great. Now for the fun part. Last but not least, we'll inject the resin into the bag. The resin will continue to fill the sealed bag until it covers everything. Now that we have a resin-infused molded surface, we're almost ready to put the 2 halves together. Before that can happen though, we need to wait a while for these pieces to fully meld together. Typically, this takes around 12 hours, so we'll just wait it out here. I'm just joking with you. We'll just expedite the process. Underneath this green bag is a brand new wind blade. Let's remove the consumables in the bag to unveil it. Wow, there it is, our brand new wind blade half. Now that we have a resin-infused molded surface, we're almost ready to put the 2 halves together. Before we can combine the halves, we need to put a spine into this blade. It needs to be strong and durable. I set up your VinciVR to control the spine. Press the glowing button and it will drop in. Wow, looking sturdier by the minute. Press the button to join the 2 halves together. I'm so excited. Wow! Press the button again to unclamp the mold. Alrighty, time to put a lid on this wind blade. Press the button and we'll install the cap. Here comes the cap. And the bolts, too. Wave your hand and the bolts will screw in. Fantastic! I'm so proud of you. Now that we have an assembled wind blade, let's go see how it leaves the factory. Go ahead and push the teleport button. We still need to polish it and apply a paint job, though. Usually, this process takes even more time than the assembly portion. However, in the interest of time, presto! Blades leave factories on rolling braces like this. This is the blade we prepared together. Good work. I'll slap a logo on it so we know which one is ours. Ready to go. Press the glowing button and we'll send it off to the wind farm. See you soon, Windblade. Let's go see our Windblade operating back at the wind farm. Great work. I can't wait to bring our Windblade out there to make a difference. It's time to put our hard work to use. All right, we're back on the wind farm. Let's put our shiny new blade onto the turbine. There she is! Well done! You've successfully crafted a wind turbine blade. Fossil fuels may never completely disappear, as they are an effective, time-tested solution. But as we diversify and expand our energy sources, the market becomes more diverse and competitive. Thank you for spending a day with me. You've completed the blade manufacturing lesson. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.